Hi everyone and welcome back to some more MotoGP 20 here on this channel. This is part number 9 of my career walkthrough. Right guys, let's have a look at the development before we jump into the race. And what I've done guys, I've actually moved most of the staff to concentrate on the engine and get that done quicker, and then I'm going to worry about the frame later on in the season. But today we go to Assen in the Netherlands, a fantastic circuit, and oh yes, bonus, we've got a sunny race. I was worried it was going to be wet, but anyway, let's get straight into the qualifying session and see if we can set a blistering time. Right, so we're coming towards the end of this free practice free, but I still feel I want to put in a few more laps just to get settled in. Oh, Antonelli's crashed. Oh, God, lucky it's in free practice. And Dennis has gone down. I wonder if they crashed together. That would be very interesting. Right, let's see if we can nail this last chicane. Oh, where are you going? Oh, I tried to go around the inside and he moved into the centre of the circuit, and there you go. I am absolutely in bits. Right, that was good at sector 3. Let's just see if we can beat our lap time of a 1:45.2 in this free practice session. This is the last attempt. Let's try and keep it. Oh, flipping out, be careful. Through that chicane and to the line. Is this going to be any better? I don't think it was, but we finished on top in that session of 1:45.2. Now we need to do that in qualifying. So let's get straight into the qualifying session and see if we can match that sort of pace. Right, so here we go with our qualifying lap. Let's see if we can set a decent time. Now we hit a 1:45.2 in the free practice, but it's slightly cloudier for this session. But hopefully we still should be able to push a decent time. And there goes the first time at 1:45.5. And I think the time's going to be a lot quicker than that. Just try and hold it around this turn. And drop it into this corner. And what I'm going to do today, guys, I am going to show you, because I have made adjustments and I'm going to keep to my promise. I'm going to show you the setup that I've used for this. Right, so we're 0.1 down, but we're still at 9 minutes. So if I don't beat it on this lap, I will go again, because I definitely want to get pole position. I love Assen. Brilliant circuit. Oh, flipping hell! Carried a little bit too much into that section. Is that going to come back and bite us on the butt? I think that was a little bit over the top. That was my own fault. I just didn't back off slightly on the throttle. And we were slower at sector 2 as well. But let's just see if we can just push it to the end. And steady through that section. Just trying to keep it full open as well. You can manage around that turn. And it's literally just keep it open all the way. And just try and time that chicane at the end, which is an absolute bitch at times, but it's more difficult in the wets. And we're up on sector 3, so we've brought it back even though we made that mistake. That is good. Ooh, what's the curb? Right, this is where it counts. Slow it down, drop it in, and that was much smoother through there. There should be a better time, and to the line, and we hit, oh my god, a 1:44.7. There you go. I think that might do it. Right, so there's still a couple of minutes to go, but I'm still sitting in pole position, so I thought I'd quickly run through the settings and show you guys. Don't forget, you can pause the video if you want to copy this setup, but it works for me, and you've seen the time I just set. Also, guys, please don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, share the video, leave your comments. If you share the video, it's really important for a small channel like me to get my videos out there, and hopefully I can make this series on the channel successful, and I do appreciate anyone that does that. Anyway, those are the settings. Let's see if it stays, and I stay in pole. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we take another pole position in the Netherlands around the Assen circuit. That's fantastic. And look at some of the other top riders that normally finish in the top 5. Suzuki, Antonelli, they've all qualified really low down. Look, they're down the bottom, and even Dennis is in 13th. Suzuki's in 16th. They've had a really poor qualifying today. Anyway, they're going to drop some points, but I'm hoping not to. So let's get straight into today's race and see if we can come out on top.
What's going on, motorcycle fans? We're here in Assen, bringing you live coverage of the Moto3 class Dutch Grand Prix. The skies over the track are clear of clouds, and the latest weather reports forecast temperatures in line with the seasonal average.
Right, so we've gone with the medium compound for today's race. I've gone with maximum fuel, so I like the fact that I can have extra fuel and put it in power 2. Let's see if we can get a decent start. And a couple of riders that have got soft fronts. I don't think I was going to risk that. I know some people might have gone soft, but I wasn't going to risk it. And I think I've got enough pace to hold it. So, well, fingers crossed anyway. Right, let's see if we can get a decent start. Let's see if we can get to that first corner. And it's all go in the Netherlands around the Assen circuit. And just keeping an eye on these two. For the Sky team, are they going to come in the inside? I'm going to just take a slightly wider line so I don't get taken out. Oh god, that was really wide. Luckily you can go out a little bit wider there without getting a penalty, but we've managed to maintain first place. And flipping hell, I've got one on the outside, one in the inside. You dare take my back wheel. And this first couple of corners are very tough, especially when you've got cold tyres. And he's just trying to shove it up the inside. Oh, bloody hell. But I've managed to hold on to it and we're still in first place. Right, so that is a good start. Let's see if we can just get into a rhythm. Now we hit a 1:44 lap time in the qualifying session. If we can get up to that pace, we should be able to win this race. That's if we don't get taken out. Now that's one thing I do think Milestone definitely need to patch. The AI are really aggressive on this game, and some of their overtakes are really questionable whether they should even attempt to, but we will see what happens. We've only had one sort of update, but it was more a graphical thing than anything else. It's not too bad. We just managed to just get away slightly, and I'm pretty sure that's not going to be the end of these two behind me, because they did push quite hard towards the end of that qualifying session. It's nicely done. Really carrying the speed. Right, we've got now the chicane. We can't afford to get any penalties today. Let's just keep it nice and smooth. Oh, that was nicely done. That's a good start. And we go into lap 2. So let's just keep an eye. So we get a little bit tighter into this turn now. Now we know that we've got a little bit of breathing space. That's nicely done. Just try and carry a little bit more through these corners as well. Now we've got the heat. Oh God, we just overshot that corner. And just keep it tight through here. Now I was wondering what team are going to give us an offer for Moto2, because don't forget, it's not far off, almost halfway through the season in Moto3, and it's going to come thick and fast. I'd like to be with the VR Sky team, but we haven't got any offers yet, so we don't know whether we'll get one from them, but it'll be nice. But we will see. It's not too bad around that turn. And I'm not pulling away. These two behind, they're really pushing hard. And I thought the race would be a lot closer. Just can't afford any mistakes. So let's try and stay consistent. I love this sweeping bend, but that is hard on the tyres though. So that's something we're going to have to watch towards the end of the race. I definitely think I'm going to up the percentage of laps for Moto2 though, so the races will be longer. Just keep steady. Let's see if we can nail the chicane again. Antonelli's up to 5th, just looking at that, so he's turned around that poor qualifying and he's pushing hard, and he definitely doesn't want to drop too many points. But Suzuki, I haven't seen where he is yet, but he's just set a time, a 1:45.8, so there you go. Just talking about him, and he sets a decent time, so he's not far behind. Oh, I think he's behind me. So he's shot up the order, isn't he? And that is a surprise. Just keep it steady, 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 steady. Don't overdo it. And again, just let the bike do the work. It's nicely done. He's not far behind. Oh, bloody hell, he's a lot closer than I thought he was. So here he comes. Is he going to try and make a move? I'm not going to give him any opportunities. He's going to have to work for it. And guys, don't miss the next episode, because it's a bit of a special episode next, because we go to Finland and we've never raced around the Kimi circuit. Is it the Kimi Ring circuit? I've seen it in a couple of other videos, but I've never been around it myself. And I'm not going to do any practice laps. I'm just going to jump into it in the career series and just see how it goes. But I've heard it is quite a good circuit, so that's something to look forward to. A new circuit in this MotoGP season. Not too bad around there. Just try to pick it up a bit. We need to put in some faster lap times. Let's see if we can get the fastest lap of the race. Looks like Suzuki is fighting with Vanetti behind us. That is not too bad. No, we just seem to be at a steady pace. I think we need to up the level a little bit, I think, just to make sure. We're on lap 4 now. Let's see if we can just push it a little bit hard on this lap. And that's nicely done. Just back off the throttle a little bit. And switch over. And again, not pushing it too hard. Seems to heat up the rear quite a lot doing that, but I think we've got to be careful on that on the final stages. We've still got someone about half a second behind, and it's Vanetti. I think he's just got past Suzuki, and I thought them two. I thought Suzuki and Antonelli were going to drop points today, but obviously not. And I think Antonelli and Dennis had quite a crash in qualifying, but so did I. Well, not the qualifying, it was a free practice. Let's keep it nice and steady around here. It's a nice sweeping bend again. Heating up that rear tyre. And it's the right side that we've got to keep an eye on. Those long sweeping right hand bends are really, really chewing away that rear tyre. It's not too bad. And I do like the fact that they've made it like that on this year's game. So, because other games you used to have the tyre sign of the wear, but this actually gives you an idea of what side of the tyre that you need to be more aware of. And that was a better time from us, so 1:45.4. On lap 5, and we've just started to pull away, so we've really started to push now. I think we know that it's not worth backing off too much, because the AI do respond in the final laps. I keep saying this, and when you get the game you'll see what I mean. They do, and we've had some really good battles. I mean, the one around the Saxon Ring was the best so far. That really was an unbelievable battle with Antonelli, and if you haven't seen the video, go and check it out, guys. It was a really good one. Just be careful. Right side is starting to really get low. We've just pulled a gap of 1.3. I do think when we get to Finland, that is going to be an interesting battle, because a circuit I don't know. We're on the maximum level of 120 AI level, and yeah, we don't know what weather conditions we're going to get as well. I mean, I'm hoping we get dry conditions, but if we're going to get wet conditions around that circuit, I might as well quit now. But because trying to learn the circuit in the wet is not always the best way to do it. But we'll just have to wait and see. I think we should be okay. I mean, most of the gameplay I've seen from other channels, they've all had decent weather, so I'm sure the MotoGP gods will look upon me and not make it a wet race for me, but we will see. So that was another decent lap of 1:44.6. So we're definitely running at a decent pace now, and a pace that I understand that the others can't match. On the final lap now, and we can run in power 2 in a minute as well, because we've conserved quite a bit of fuel. This has been a Dutch masterclass. I think on this game, I mean, the qualifying is more important. I never used to bother doing the free practice, if I was honest. I just used to maybe put a couple of qualifying laps in and just jump into the race. But now I feel like I need the free practice to test the bike out and work out its weakness and strengths. Even in the Moto3 season, even like with setups, because with the fact that you've got fuel and tyres to worry about a little bit more, I think some of your setups can affect your tyre wear, and I have noticed that, and I might do a video on it and show you some examples. It's not too bad through there. Coming towards the end, we've really extended our lead. It's been a really good race today. Right, let's not muck it up. Nicely done. There you go. And we take another victory in this season in the Netherlands around the Assen circuit. Fantastic. Enjoyed that. Absolutely brilliant. And we were almost a second quicker lap time wise. But there was some consistent runners in there, especially Suzuki. Considering where he placed, he really did push hard. Right, let's get into the final standings. Right, so we're up to 216 points, 78 points ahead of Suzuki because he dropped points in previous rounds as well. So, and in the team, we're still sitting in third, and I don't think we're going to get much higher than third, if I'm honest, but you never know. But the team championship's not as important. But that is good. Right, hopefully we should be able to have an upgrade for the next round, but we'll double check that. But we didn't complete one of the development tests today because obviously of that crash that I had. So we're not going to get as many upgrade points, but I think we're pretty much close to fully upgrading the bike. On one, especially on the engine area, but obviously not on the frame. Let's see how many points have we got. And also, guys, please also don't forget to check out my historical mode series as well. I'm doing alongside this one. I think I'm up to part number 5. There's some really good battles in those videos as well, and they're only going to get harder as we do some of the harder ones. So we didn't pass race simulation or quick lap simulation, but we should do all right for points. And so, so we should have an engine upgrade for the next round. So that's going to be just in time for Finland, and I cannot wait for that. So we go to Finland in the next round, a circuit we've never raced around. It's going to be really interesting, so don't miss it, guys. Thank you so much for watching today. Please don't forget to do what I asked about smashing the like button, sharing the video, and I will see you very, very soon.